Hello there. I don't usually do vlogs. I usually do covers. I need a way to, procrastinate, and I don't feel like singing, so here's the vinyl tag. I always wanted to vlog, but I need to be scripted because I'm too awkward to do it by myself. This is pretty scripted, and I like talking about music. I like collecting vinyl, so the first question on the vinyl tag is how many records do you own? I currently own 49. I believe 43 if you don't count my 45s, but with my 45s I own 49. The second question is what kind of record player do you own? If the vinyl community gets a hold of this video, they're going to crucify me. I own a Crossley Cruiser. I know, it's probably the worst one out there. I'm balling on a budget. It was a gift. I haven't had any problems with it so far. It's probably going to come back to bite me in the butt later, but you can say I told you so. The third question on the vinyl tag is how old were you when you started collecting records? I got my first record as well as my record player when I was 15, but I didn't actually start collecting them until like late into my 16th year. Technically 15, but 16. The fourth question is what is the oldest record you own? I had to do research to figure this out. It's this one. It's Judy Garland's Alone record, and it was only $5 and I had to get it. I think she's like one of the classiest ladies, and she reminded me a lot of my grandmother, who I absolutely adored. The next question is what is the first record you owned? I got two. They were both gifts, and this is one of them. It's Jack Johnson's From Here to Now to You record. I love this one a lot. I really love Jack Johnson. He's not really an artist I would have ever thought of, like buying his music on vinyl. If you don't know who Jack Johnson is, he did the soundtrack for like the Curious George movie. The next record I got on the same day, which I said were my first two, was Justin Timberlake's 2020 Experience record. So I don't really listen to this a lot. I don't know, I just don't like the way he sounds on vinyl. I prefer Justin Timberlake digitally if I'm going to listen to him at all. The next question is the first album you bought with your own money. It was Nirvana's Bleach record. I think it was closer to 30 maybe, but I love Nirvana. Kurt Cobain is like one of my very favorite people to ever walk the planet. So this is their first album. I just needed to have it when I saw it, so. The next question is your favorite colored vinyl, and it's definitely my Devo record. I bought this like spontaneously. I saw it and I needed to have it, and I didn't know it was gonna look like this. But then when I opened it, this is what it looks like. It started tearing up. It's so beautiful. The next question is a discount album, and I got this at a bookstore. What? I was just digging through like worn bins. This was only $1 and it sounds fine. It sounds a little warped like on some songs. If you look for this on Amazon or anything, it's usually closer to $30. When I saw it for $1, I didn't even second guess it. I was just like, okay. Next question is your prized possession. It would definitely be Morrison Hotel by the Doors. I always looked at this online and stuff, and I always wanted to get it, but I never did. It was like $30 or $40. It kind of breaks my heart to spend that much on vinyl, only because I know like in the past it was probably like $5 or $10. I get it, like inflation, whatever, it's the same thing. But I saw this for only $12 and I immediately bought it. So yeah, this is my prized possession because it took me forever to find for a reasonable price, and now that I have it. Next question is a record by a female artist, and I chose to show you guys this one. It's my Carole King 45. It has I Feel the Earth Move as well as It's Too Late, and that was the wrong record. Wow. This is my Carole King record. It was 99 cents at the same local antique store that I've already talked about. They sing it in a medley in choir, and I fell in love with Carole King while learning about her during learning the medley. The next question is a record by your favorite band. All the bands on all my vinyl are my favorite bands. I can't pick one. I am adapting the question to mean favorite band from the 21st century. The first one I'm going to show you guys is the 1975 self-titled album. It's their first one. I love the 1975. They're probably my favorite band. I think that they're one of the only 21st century artists meant to be listened to on vinyl. I'm not going to pull it out because it's too much work, but it's on clear vinyl. And I'm also going to show you this 45 that I have by Swimmers. It's their Miley on Cool EP. I love Swimmers a lot. I think they're super progressive and they're super intelligent boys. I've met both of the bands. I met the 1975 and I met the lead singer of Swimmers, and they're just really like intelligent people and really cool like vibes to be around. I couldn't talk about them enough. The next question is an impulse buy, and I'm definitely gonna say it was this, my Pentatonics vinyl. I didn't even think twice about buying this. It was on sale for $19.99 with no shipping on Prime Day, and I had to get it because it's also on white vinyl, but I'm not going to pull it out for time's sake. I love this band a lot. They're like my favorite band. I've said that about everyone, but that's, like, I love Pentatonics. I think they're so talented and everybody should give them a listen. The next question is a gift, and I have to show this one. My sister got it for me for my graduation gift. I wasn't expecting it at all, but I have Lana's other 3 albums, Born to Die, Paradise, and Ultraviolence, and I wanted to get this one for the longest time, but every time I looked it was only on black vinyl, and I knew that the red vinyl existed, so I refused to settle for the black. My sister found it. It is on red vinyl. I'm not pulling it out all the way, but yeah, so thanks, Allison. You're the boss. The next and 14th question is your most played vinyl, and I would definitely say Led Zeppelin 2. I feel like whenever I'm looking through like all of my records and I'm finding that everything else is boring, I always reach for that one. Like Whole Lotta Love and What Is and What Should Never Be and the Lemon Song and Ramble On are all on that record. I love that record a lot, and I think it's like a staple record. Like I think everybody should own that one, I'm not even gonna lie. But the next question is a rarity, and I don't really have any rare records, but I have this. It's the Eagles like greatest hits from 71 to 75. Yeah, 1971 to 1975. There are versions of this being sold for like $300 to $500. I got this for $17, but I don't have any actual rare ones. I'm sorry, I'm a flop. The next question is a rainy day record, and I would definitely have to say Simon and Garfunkel's Bridge Over Troubled Water. I just think they're geniuses, like lyrically and musically. I think they're really interesting people, like just as artists. Like rainy days are usually when I do most of my writing. Listening to this kind of like gives me inspiration for my stuff and to not be so like strict. So that's why I like listening to this on rainy days. The next question is a feel-good album. I would definitely say it's Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA record. I really just love this. I don't know, like whenever I listen to it, like Born in the USA is a great album. The cover I think is such a genius album cover, like nice. It always gets me pumped. I think this is also a staple piece that everybody should have in their collection. Just really good to listen to just kind of get amped, and I don't know what I'm saying. The next question is a nostalgic record. I chose my Elvis Greatest Hits record. I think this is a nostalgic record for me because I actually don't know. I think it's because Lilo and Stitch, I used to watch it every day, and that entire soundtrack is Elvis. And then just as I grew up, I became more and more fond of Elvis and like his own movies. But yeah, I love this one a lot just because it has everything, like Can't Help Falling in Love, Are You Lonesome Tonight, Return to Sender, Don't Be Cruel, Hound Dog. Everything of his that ever charted is on this, so yeah. The next question is a record store day purchase, and I actually don't have any record store day purchases. I've never attended record store day, but I have an explanation, okay? Listen, vinyl community. The first year I owned records, like I said, I didn't collect the entire first year. The second year, I wanted to go, and I was collecting. I didn't have my license yet, and I didn't really have a job, so I didn't have means to buy anything. The third year I could have been collecting records, I just didn't feel like going. I like older music on vinyl more than I do like 21st century music. I think a lot of today's music sounds better digitally, which is fine. Like I listen to digital music all the time. No, I like listening to like classic rock and Prince and the Sex Pistols, Hall & Oates. Like that's what I like listening to on vinyl. I like a lot of 21st century artists, but I don't think I would want to listen to them on vinyl. And that's my explanation. The next and final question is a recent purchase, and it is the Beatles Revolver album, and Eleanor Rigby is on this record, and that's my favorite Beatles song. I actually haven't even gotten to listen to it yet, but I already know I love it, okay? I don't even have to listen to it. So I talk really fast and I talk really monotonously. If you guys have any suggestions as to which record player I should buy so I'm not using my Crossley Cruiser, or any other records that I should own, let me know if you want to see more videos like this. The answer is probably no. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!